Hard cookie. Well, bartender, another day, another dollar in your pocket. Here on the Soul Gang. Hey, Carmen's Kitchen. Another support. Now I can see what happened to the Buffaloes and the Indians. God dang. Now, hey, whoa. Hey, which way did he go? Which way did he go? Yeah, make the future. Because, man, they just keep getting worser and worser and worser, man.
Even though Pooh Shiesty often gets the attention for being
Every
one of the most savage
generation.
rappers from Memphis, his childhood friend Big 30 is also just as crazy. Here's a closer look at the criminal history and career of Chopper Gang General Big 30, the Demon of Memphis. Memphis is a wild city that has produced some of the most legendary names in hip-hop, from veterans like 3-6 Mafia and 8 Ball and MG, to Yo Gotti and Young Dolph, to the newer generation of rappers like Key Glock, Moneybagg Yo, Pooh Shiesty, and Big 30. Memphis has produced some major talent. But part of what inspires the music is the real struggle that those growing up in low-income neighborhoods of the city have gone through. Both Pooh Shiesty and Big 30 grew up together on the south side of Memphis, and together they've taken the industry by storm with their unique flow and raw lyricism. But before breaking into the music industry, Shiesty and Big 30 were running the streets of Memphis by leading the Chopper Gang, a local crew they created. From an early age, Big 30 was a menace. He was kicked out of school for disruptive behavior several times before even making it to high school. He eventually went to an alternative school, but that didn't help much, and he would continue to get into trouble. At some point, he linked up with his childhood friend Pooh Shiesty, who was heading down the same path that he was, and they both started going crazy in the streets together. They would assemble a crew with their friends, Lil Hank and Chopper Wop, and call themselves Chopper Gang. Together, they would terrorize the streets of Memphis and become one of the most respected neighborhood gangs in the area. Big 30 would rise in the ranks to become one of the most feared shooters in South Memphis, and his name is even a reference to his favorite gun. Chopper Gang quickly grew in numbers as they continued to gain respect in the streets, and not before long, they were becoming a major movement. So, with their city behind them, Shiesty and Big 30 decided to hop in the booth and start making moves in the music industry instead of just the streets. They were inspired by rappers like Kodak and Chief Keef to find a way out of the hood through music and started writing their own tracks about the struggles of coming up out of Memphis. But early on, rap wasn't paying the bills, so they were still making money in the streets to finance their careers. Those street activities would eventually get Big 30 locked up. In January 2018, Big 30 would get arrested for reckless endangerment and possession of a weapon alongside a friend named Marcus Walker. Police reports show that they were accused of shooting into their own building and that bullets ended up going through at least 3 different. On, rap wasn't paying the bills, so they were still making money in the streets to finance their career. Decided to hop in the booth and start making moves in the music industry instead of just the streets. They were inspired by rappers like Kodak and Chief Keef to find a way out of the hood through music and started writing their own tracks about the struggles of coming up out of Memphis. But early on, rap wasn't paying the bills, so they were still making money in the streets to finance their careers. Those street activities would eventually get Big 30 locked up. In January 2018, Big 30 would get arrested for reckless endangerment and possession of a weapon alongside a friend named Marcus Walker. Police reports show that they were accused of shooting into their own building and that bullets ended up going through at least 3 different apartments. The cops arrived and arrested Big 30 and Walker, even though a friend told neighbors that they were just playing around with the guns and weren't shooting at anyone on purpose. But a neighbor spoke to police and said the bullets only missed them by a few feet and could have killed someone. So police had to arrest Big 30 and his homie for reckless endangerment and gun charges. But he wouldn't be locked up for long and would get right back to rapping once he got out. He dropped his debut track, Breaking News, in 2018, alongside K Shiesty, Chopper T, and of course, Pooh Shiesty. Chopper Gang would then go on a spree and start dropping singles that started to build him a buzz in the city. He and Shiesty would drop tracks like Hell Night and Chopper Talk that went viral. They would also link up with other popular Memphis artists like Block Boy JB and Moneybagg Yo, which helped them get more attention on a mainstream level. Big 30 ended up linking with Moneybagg Yo through his cousin, who he knew from the hood. After they met, it was all love, and Big 30 ended up signing to Moneybagg through CMG, Yo Gotti's label. They gave him the professional connections and mentorship he needed to succeed in the rap game. But at the same time, his homie Pooh Shiesty would be building his own network in the industry, but they still continue to collaborate on tracks and satisfy their day one fans. After Big 30 signed to Moneybagg Yo, Shiesty would find his own mentor and sign a deal with the trap god himself, Gucci Mane. Shiesty secured a deal with Gucci's 1017 label in April 2020, putting Chopper Gang on the map and making him and 30 two of the hottest up-and-coming artists from Memphis. The reason their strategy worked so well is that they each found their own lane and didn't try to piggyback off the success of each other. They also used their fan bases and connections in the industry to help each other. It seemed to work because the two rappers were on their way to taking over the game. But just as they were reaching the top, Big 30 would face more trouble with the law and was arrested on drug charges in Alabama in late 2020. Police said that around 4 a.m. on October 1st, police officers from the narcotics unit in Jefferson County, Alabama, pulled over a Ford Expedition rental car that was traveling west on I-22. The driver of the car was a man identified as L. Foster from Decatur, Georgia, and Big 30 was in the passenger seat. The two were driving from Atlanta to Memphis when they were pulled over. After searching the car, police found $17,000 cash, a loaded Glock 40 handgun, promethazine, codeine, and some weed bags up for individual sale. Foster was only charged with misdemeanor possession of marijuana, but records show that Big 30 was an alleged gang member with pending charges in Tennessee. So, he was charged with felony possession of marijuana, drug paraphernalia, and unlawful possession of a firearm. He would be kept in jail for a few days, but would be back on the streets in less than a week. He dropped his first day out freestyle that quickly racked up millions of views and let the world know that Big 30 was back. But even though he'd made some friends in the industry, Big 30 was also starting to gain some enemies. In June 2020, the rapper would have a brief feud with his best friend's mentor, Gucci Mane. And announced,
I wanted my hepatitis C gone.
Ain't nobody exempt.
Treats all main types
Even
of chronic
this is
Hep C.
Gucci
Whatever
Mane.
is your type,
Everybody on the menu.
in a now deleted Instagram post, Big 30 posted a photo of himself alongside Pooh Shiesty and Gucci at what appears to be a music video shoot being filmed beside a pool.
Yeah, now they was buddies, so where did the animosity come in?
The caption of the post said, 375, 1017, brr. Pooh Shiesty commented, Big 3 CEOs, on the post with a bunch of heart emojis. But Gucci didn't have the same energy and commented, Cat, stop posting me, dude. We met once. This comment must have been pretty devastating to Big 30, who probably grew up idolizing Gucci, just like most street artists of his generation. Big 30 would respond with a cryptic message on social media that showed him flexing with a huge wad of cash alongside the caption,
Yo, ho, be nagging me, harassing me. Yo, ho, be nagging me, harassing me, chasing after me. I bragged about the little shit you doing, my boys would laugh at me. Big 30.
What type of get mad because a can't sign to him? You lame as hell, boy. Although he didn't mention Gucci by name, it seems likely that's exactly who he was talking about. Big 30 was already signed to Moneybagg Yo, and Pooh secured his deal with 1017. It seems like Gucci wanted to sign them both, but Big 30 wasn't trying to get out of his contract, and Gucci got upset about it. It does make sense, because it seems like Gucci and Big 30 were cool in the past. Then suddenly, Gucci starts acting like Big 30 is nothing but a crazy fan. But the drama wouldn't last long, and Gucci would end up squashing the beef, posting a photo to his own Instagram of the rapper with the caption, I fucks with Big 30 CEO, I still want to sign him. So, it seemed like for a second, the old Gucci got out, and he decided that anyone who wasn't with him was against him. But then he cooled down and remembered that he's a changed man, and decided to kill the drama before it became a serious beef. He and 30 would later collaborate on the track, Shit Crazy, proving that they were still cool despite all the drama. Then, in November 2020, Gucci Mane and Young Jeezy did a legendary versus rap battle where they went head-to-head for the first time since they first started beefing in the mid-2000s. Even though they mostly kept it cool and never resorted to violence, there were some disrespectful things said. At one point, Gucci even disrespected one of Jeezy's dead homies, Pookie Loc. Pookie Loc was one of the dudes that Jeezy sent to kill Gucci back in 2005 when they first started beefing. Gucci ended up firing back, killing Pookie Loc, and burying his body behind a local middle school. Gucci was arrested for the murder, but later beat the charge in self-defense. So on the night of the versus rap battle, Gucci brought up the old beef and told Jeezy that we smoking on Pookie Loc tonight.
Smoking on Pookie Loc tonight.
I tell you what. This how we gonna do this.
Send some more, I'ma send them the same way. In a box back to you. Free kill. Free kill.
I'll tell you what though.
Pookie Loc's son ended up responding with a video where he took shots at Gucci and anyone associated with 1017, including Big 30.
Your threat talking about y'all dissing y'all that, man. All that. Jesus, Gucci, man. Who rocking with them? Get your stag game in this up. In this up.
He went as far as saying he snatched Big 30's chain and robbed him at his next show.
On stag game. CTE, 1017. Hey, matter of fact, catch me at Big 30 tonight. I'm snatching him off the stage myself personally. Hey, you talking about? Snatching him off the stage myself personally.
It's not clear exactly why Pookie Loc's son went so hard on Big 30 because Pooh Shiesty's the one who actually signed the 1017. But for whatever reason, Big 30 responded with a post on his Instagram story showing the video with the caption, I promise I'm gonna answer your prayers. You ain't gonna miss daddy no more. But Pookie Loc's son wasn't the only one who wanted to smoke with Big 30. And around that same time, he would start beefing with another Memphis rapper named Finesse 2X. Chopper Gang had been beefing with Finesse 2X for a while. Apparently, Finesse and Shicey had once been cool, but he says that Shicey would do things that made him untrustworthy, like take something from him, but then help him look for it. They had been sending subtle disses back and forth at each other ever since. This eventually led to Big 30 to disrespect Finesse 2X's dead homie, Lil Marcus, in a song. He released a snippet of the song to Instagram, which featured the bar, "I might go out like Tony, but won't go out like Lil Mark. Gotta walk around this like he got hurt playing football." 30 also posted something on his social media that made it seem like Finesse Gang Lil Marcus was hanging out with his ops, which is what led to the beef. Finesse 2X heard the snippet and wasn't feeling the disrespect. He had already had problems with Chopper Gang, but now it was serious. He posted a pic to his IG story, threatening the rapper and saying that when he catches him, he's gonna go for the kill shot. But before he could get his revenge on Big 30 and the Chopper Gang, Finesse 2X would be sentenced to 5 years in prison for a weapons charge that he caught back in 2017 after a shootout at a nightclub in Arkansas.
25-year-old Memphis-based rapper Ricky Hampton is in custody in connection to a nightclub shooting that left 28 people injured.
So it looks like Big 30 got off easy with that one, although he wasn't ducking the smoke either. But despite all his wild behavior, Big 30 is one of the only founding members of Chopper Gang left on the streets. Pooh Shiesty is currently behind bars, facing charges in 2 different shootings in Florida, and is looking at potentially doing some serious time.
New at 6, Lontrell Williams, also known as rapper Pooh Shiesty, will remain in jail for now. Williams was arrested for an incident at a South Florida gentleman's club where he's accused of shooting a security guard.
Plus, just recently, Chopper Gang co-founder Lil Hank was arrested for attempted murder.
Nigga, the security guard supposed to be protecting you. Nigga, wasn't even the security guard ain't safe. Nigga, what? They don't need security, nigga. They need security for security. That's crazy. How the hell you gonna need security for security? Yeah, they got me with that one, bartender. I need security for security. I don't know how that happened, but it happened.
Shooting that left 28 people injured.
So it looks like Big 30 got off easy with that one, although he wasn't ducking the smoke either. But despite all his wild behavior, Big 30 is one of the only founding members of Chopper Gang left on the streets. Pooh Shiesty is currently behind bars, facing charges in 2 different shootings in Florida, and is looking at potentially doing some serious time.
New at 6, Lontrell Williams, also known as rapper Pooh Shiesty, will remain in jail for now. Williams was arrested for an incident at a South Florida gentleman's club where he's accused of shooting a security guard.
Plus, just recently, Chopper Gang co-founder Lil Hank was arrested for attempted murder. According to news reports, Lil Hank allegedly shot up a red Infiniti, thinking it was one of his ops, but it turned out to be the wrong person. The victim survived, but is now paralyzed, and Lil Hank is facing an attempted murder charge. At the time of the shooting, he was out on bond for another attempted murder, where he was caught on camera, assaulting and carjacking.
They shooting in shadows out there, y'all. Be careful. Motherfuckers just think you look like one of their ops. They gonna you a victim. Damn, they shooting in shadows now.
And a man who was cleaning the parking lot. So it's not
A
looking great
man
for
who
Lil
was
Hank's chances
cleaning the
of freedom.
parking lot.
But just because Big 30 is holding it down for the squad while the others are locked up, doesn't mean he's taking it easy. Just recently, Big 30 sent a diss at rap veteran Young Jeezy, clowning him for his versus battle.
Pooh Shiesty will remain in jail for now. Williams was arrested for an incident at a South Florida gentleman's club where he's accused of shooting a security guard.
I bet.
Plus, just recently, Chopper Gang co-founder Lil
I
Hank
bet.
was arrested for attempted murder.
When
According
you
to
shoot
news reports,
security,
Lil Hank allegedly shot up a red Infiniti, thinking it was one of his ops, but it turned out to be the wrong person. The victim survived, but is now paralyzed, and Lil Hank is facing an attempted murder charge. At the time of the shooting, he was out on bond for another attempted murder, where he was caught on camera, assaulting and carjacking a man who was cleaning the parking lot. So it's not looking great for Lil Hank's chances of freedom. But just because Big 30 is holding it down for the squad while the others are locked up, doesn't mean he's taking it easy. Just recently, Big 30 sent a diss at rap veteran Young Jeezy, clowning him for his versus battle. On July 16th, Big 30 dropped a track called Mister, where he dropped the bar, "Told me to my face. I couldn't believe it. No, I don't play one to the face. He must thought I was Jeezy." Big 30 goes as far as calling Jeezy out by name and claims he's soft for not doing anything to Gucci after he brought up Pookie Low. Pretty bold move to go after a respected veteran like Jeezy when you're still an up-and-coming talent. Although it seems like Big 30 is taking a page out of Gucci's playbook and doesn't care who he disrespects. If that wasn't bad enough, Big 30 would also take shots at another Memphis legend, Crunchy Black from 3 6 Mafia. In late July, Crunchy Black sat down for an interview with Dirty Glove Bastard, where he made some comments about Pooh Shiesty's case. During the interview, Crunchy Black starts talking about how wild it is that Shiesty just got in the game and he's already out here robbing people on camera, referencing the case from Bay Harbor Islands where Shiesty and his crew were allegedly captured on camera, robbing and shooting 2 victims. The interviewer throws out the term, allegedly, and Crunchy Black responds by saying, alleged my ass. I'm just saying he did it. It was him. I ain't gonna act like it wasn't him.
Fool Shiesty, look at this. He just got in the game. He already jumping out the car robbing and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Allegedly.
Yeah, whatever. But that was that. We saw that, you know. Legend my ass. But Pooh Shiesty, that's my young, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, he did it. It was him, you know.
Crunchy Black was just trying to keep it real. But because it's an open case, it's not a good look for other rappers to be saying that he did it. The clip went viral and caught the attention of Big 30, who clearly wasn't feeling the disrespect of his homie. He posted a few comments on the video saying, true definition of just talking. Lips just moving with no sound coming out. Conversation ain't got no meaning. Irrelevant as and what the like cuz, is you on dope? Even though Crunchy Black is a legend, Big 30 does have a reason to be mad. His bro is currently fighting for his freedom and doesn't need any negative media attention that could hurt his case. Even though they can't use Crunchy Black's comments as evidence, it's still more respectful to just keep your mouth shut on the topic. Plus, 30 just let it be known on the track Mr. that he's not going to take the disrespect of his homies lightly, even from a rap veteran. So, it seems like Big 30 is going to be a problem in the industry as long as he can stay focused and avoid the street life. That raw, unfiltered energy is part of what makes Memphis such a hot city for rappers, but it can also lead to problems if it's not properly controlled. Hopefully, Big 30 learns from watching what his homies are going through and decides to choose the music over the streets. If you thought this video was crazy, be sure to check out our channel for more. From Memphis rap lyrics that actually happened to hidden sneak disses and rap lyrics.
Take my word for it, bartender. If you ever run into a group of kids and they think they're gangsters and they trying to get in the club, just let it go. Let it go. Just let them in the club, because either way it go, they going to get in or you going to get out. They're going to put your ass out if you don't let them in.
Then the rapper and 2 of the dudes he's with jump in and continue to attack the bouncer while he's on the ground. Blueface has created his own lane in the rap game by being funny on social media and showcasing his wild lifestyle to fans. But that lifestyle can come with its dark side.
We got Blueface jumping
the
off.
rapper's been accused of assaulting the bouncer at a club.
He's trying to get into the
show
club.
ID. Let's take a closer look at this wild story. On September 13th,
He wasn't taking no for an answer.
reported that Blueface was being investigated over an alleged assault that occurred at a club late Sunday night. According to sources, Blueface tried to pull up at Skinny's Lounge in the San Fernando Valley late Sunday night, but was stopped by a bouncer who asked to see some ID. Blueface did not have his ID on him, so he pulled out his phone.
Pull out $100 bill, nigga, Blueface.
Old enough to be in the club, but the bouncer wasn't convinced and wouldn't let him in without an official ID. That's when Blueface and his crew got angry and started to jump him. The rapper and 2 associates allegedly beat the man pretty badly and then took off. It got so bad, the bouncer had to be transported to a local hospital to be treated for cuts and bruises. The injuries weren't life-threatening, but TMZ released photos of the man in the hospital, and he looks rough. After the fight, the bar called the police and reported that a man had to be taken to the hospital. Now they're investigating the case, and Blueface is the primary suspect since he had allegedly identified himself before trying to get into the club. The following day, TMZ released surveillance footage from the club that shows the alleged beating taking place.
Blueface told him, do you believe I'm over 21 now? Because, nigga, I don't give a fuck if you over 51 now. Nigga, the way we done whooped your ass, nigga, we got to be over 21. So what was the problem? This could have all been resolved, avoided.
Starts in the doorway of the club with a member of Blueface's entourage.
I bet you believe I'm over 21
now. The rapper and 2 of the dudes he's with jump in and continues to attack the bouncer while he's on the ground. 2 girls that he's with just stand back and record on their phone while Blueface stomps
I'm over 21 now, motherfucker.
Dudes he's with jump in and continues to attack the bouncer while he's on the club. The following day, TMZ released surveillance footage from the club that shows the alleged beating taking place. The fight starts in the doorway of the club with a member of Blueface's entourage throwing the first punch. Then the rapper and...
That's right. Look at him. Now back up, nigga. 21, nigga. You better, nigga. Who's 21?
2 of the dudes he's with jump in and continues to attack the bouncer while he's on the ground. 2 girls that he's with just stand back and record on their phone.
21,
while Blueface stomps on the victim.
21.
One of the other dudes tries to lift him up by his feet. The fight goes on for well over a minute, and it's pretty crazy that no one else from the bar stepped in to help the bouncer.
Hell no.
But then again,
for what? The security guard said he can handle it. Nigga, you ain't 21. I know, you know. I'm your parent, nigga, and I'm gonna treat you like a child. Then, nigga, where the child at, parent? Fuck it, he can handle it. He calling motherfuckers little kids and shit. I know he can handle a kid.
Again, it was Sunday night and the place looked pretty dead, so maybe he was the only security on duty. Blueface is the last person shown on camera.
How the fuck you gonna be talking shit when you the only security on duty? And nigga, you can't hold a grape calling somebody a child. You better get your little security ass out of here. You better quit, motherfucker. You better resign. I hope they fired that security guard, because he ain't good for nothing but getting his ass kicked.
The bouncer. But then again, it was Sunday night, and one of the other dudes tries to lift him up by his feet. The fight goes on for well over a minute, and it's pretty crazy that no one else from the bar stepped in to help the bouncer. He's with, jump in, and continues to attack the bouncer while he's on the ground. Two girls that he's with just stand back and record on their phone, while Blueface stomps on the victim, and one of the other dudes tries to lift him up by his feet. The fight goes on for well over a minute, and it's pretty crazy that no one else from the bar stepped in to help the bouncer. But then again, it was Sunday night, and the place looked pretty dead, so maybe he's the only security on duty. Blueface is the last person shown on camera after the rest of his crew left and can be seen tapping the bouncer a few times to make sure he's still alive before leaving the club. The attack is pretty brutal. It seems unnecessary.
Yeah, nigga, where your kids at? Nigga, you still alive?
Given that the bouncer was just doing his job.
What?
Maybe
He was doing his job if he did his job and it was dead that night and there wasn't nobody in that motherfucker. I mean, what the fuck? Nigga, if he doing his job, it ain't packed. What you mean he doing his job? Nigga, let that nigga go. Nigga, you let everybody else go. You was just trying to be an asshole or they wouldn't have got mad at you. You was talking shit. Nigga, you can't just say, oh, he was doing his job. That's what the police say every motherfucker 5 minutes after they shoot you in the back. He was just doing his job. Shut that shit up.
Attitude, and Blueface felt disrespected.
I mean,
that
come up with another.
A 4 versus 1 jump.
I mean, no, just use another example. I don't mean shut this shit up. Use another example, man.
Something like that. Given that the incident was captured on camera,
That record
Blueface will
wore
likely face
out.
charges for assault and battery, although he has yet to be formally arrested. Blueface is not giving his side of the story. However, he did post a photo to Instagram of himself with a quote from Scarface after the video footage was released. The photo shows the rapper standing in the middle of a group of other Crips with the caption, "You need people like me to point the finger at and say that's the bad guy, Scarface." So it seems like the rapper isn't backing down from the controversy, although he's not admitted to anything directly. But it seems like the fight is just a normal occurrence in the wild life of Blueface. The rapper grew up in the mid-city neighborhood of Los Angeles. He later settled in Oakland with his father and relocated to attend high school in the San Fernando Valley. Blueface is a member of the Schoolyard Crip gang.
Hey, man, I don't
Scarface.
condone this,
So it
but
seems like the rapper isn't backing down from the controversy,
Motherfucking
although
bouncer
he's not
was
admitted to
tripping.
anything directly. But it seems like the fight is just a normal occurrence.
there you go, Blueface. Hell yeah, nigga on stage dancing on the bouncer's head, nigga. Where your mic at, Blueface?
All life of Blueface.
I know this is number one hit.
The rapper grew up in the mid-city neighborhood of Los Angeles. He later settled in Oakland with his
Blueface,
father,
nigga.
but relocated to attend high school in the San Fernando
You know, that's the nigga Tony Montana, motherfucker. Say hello to my motherfucking size 12.
Valley. Blueface is a member of the Schoolyard Crip gang and began rapping under the name Blueface Bleed 'Em in 2017. His first song, Dead Lokes, was a minor viral hit on SoundCloud thanks to his offbeat rapping style and giant Benjamin Franklin face tattoo. He released his first project, Famous Crip, in 2018, which featured his breakout hit, Tatiana. The track would eventually be remixed. Since then, his entire career has been full of controversy and viral moments. At this point, he's as much of an influencer or comedian as he is a rapper. In November 2018, Blueface was arrested for being involved in a shootout at a gas station. The rapper was approached by a man at a Chevron gas station who attempted to rob him. Blueface ended up getting away and shooting at the robber's car as he drove away. Both men were arrested in the incident, and Blueface was charged with shooting at an occupied vehicle, which is a felony in California. He was released on a $50,000 bond. The charge was later dropped to a misdemeanor gun possession, so the rapper escaped jail time. Blueface would be arrested again just a few months later after police discovered a loaded unregistered handgun in his possession. The rapper and a bunch of his friends were hanging on the block, rocking expensive jewelry and carrying firearms when the neighbors called the cops. The PD claims that they fled the scene when police approached them.
Nigga, that's what Blueface do, nigga. We party everywhere we go, nigga. This Scarface, you know, you calling it Blueface or $100 bills, but it's really Scarface. That's how we acting, wild and dangerous.
And their weapons behind. They were able to catch Blueface and 2 other men who were charged with felony gun possession. The rapper was potentially facing 3 years in prison for the offense, but the case was eventually dismissed after the judge concluded that there wasn't enough evidence to prove that the gun was actually in his possession. In celebration of beating the case, WAC 100 posted a photo to Instagram of Blueface posing with his attorney, along with the caption, "Double dismissal, my lawyer threw them gloves on and beating up the case." Later that year, the rapper was facing backlash after posting a video to Instagram of himself standing on top of a black SUV, throwing cash into a crowd of people on Skid Row, an area in Los Angeles known for homelessness and poverty. While some saw it as a generous act, others saw it as a publicity stunt that was dehumanizing to people scrambling to collect the cash. Many criticized his actions on Twitter and claimed that even if his intentions were good, it sent the wrong message. Others noted that if he wanted to help, he could have handed out the cash instead of tossing it into the air and forcing them to chase after it.
Hey, man, all them player hating critics, why they didn't do shit? They ain't spent a dime to help them people. So how the hell they gonna complain? And this man really did something. No matter how he did it, he did it. So what the hell they talking about? Oh, I'm complaining because he gave some money away. Motherfucker, you didn't give shit away, and it wasn't yours, Mr. Grinch.
Around that same time, the rapper was involved in a brawl at an LA hookah lounge after someone tried to snatch his chain. In December 2019, the rapper made an appearance at the Blue Moon Hookah Lounge in downtown LA. He did a quick performance and was hanging out with his entourage after the show when someone walked right up to him and tried to jack his chain. This caused his crew to immediately react and tackle the dude, causing a huge brawl. Blueface himself jumped into the mayhem and started kicking the thief and punching him while he was on the ground. Security eventually broke it up, and everybody left shortly after.
What was he trying to get, famous? Because he damn sure wasn't going to get the chain. Not with all that security. I don't know what that person was thinking, trying to snatch that man's chain, already knowing that this man is used to brawling. All he going to get is a size 13 upside his forehead. That's about it.
Police were called, however, someone was brought to the hospital. After that, Blueface would stay out of trouble for a while. But in May 2021, he faced more backlash after his OnlyFans reality show, Blue Girls Club, would be compared to an R. Kelly-style sex cult. When the site first started getting popular, Blueface had an OnlyFans page where fans could get a behind-the-scenes look at his wild lifestyle for $50 per month, which included having girls come to his home to party and compete in challenges. A clip from the show ended up going viral, which showed the women sleeping in bunk beds and being forced to get tatted to show their loyalty to the rapper. While all the women were there voluntarily and weren't being forced to participate, many say the rapper's behavior was predatory and compared it to a cult. They also noted that many of the women ended up getting into physical fights on the show, which tended to get pretty intense. One contestant...
No, he was the entertainer. He had to create his own content. He was a content creator. What you talking about? This is all these motherfuckers, women's rights activists coming about the woodwork, talking about, oh, he's abusing women and all this. No, they was all doing this to make some entertainment, basically. The nigga can't get no. This is light.
Krishan Rock, who was on both seasons of the show, even had her tooth knocked out.
Yeah, that's light.
His ex-girlfriend showed up at the house unannounced.
One of these days, Alice, pow, right in the kisser.
But the rapper just shrugged off the criticism, tweeting,
"Sheesh,
who knew my little old OnlyFans show would be so viral? What the f*** is a cult? America's Next Top Model was on bunk beds, but y'all mad at me." But several women who were on the show came forward and said that they felt it was an unsafe environment. A woman named Rose Andre claimed that she was kicked out of the house.
It's supposed to be trying to get views, lady.
No way home after she refused to get a tattoo.
You lucky this ain't 1926. They'd had your ass jumping over cliffs with a motorcycle.
On the show.
Testing parachutes.
Another contestant named Zia claimed that Blueface was compromising the safety of the women on the show by encouraging violence. Although the rapper faced some criticism online for Blue Girls Club, nothing illegal went down during the filming, and after a while, the whole thing just blew over. But Blueface isn't one to just sit around and fade away. Most recently, the rapper has ventured into amateur boxing with Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. He had his first fight against TikTok comedian Kane Trujillo on July 23rd, which was held at the Florida Fairgrounds in Tampa. The two influencers went head-to-head for 3 rounds, with Blueface winning by a unanimous decision. Immediately after the fight, a crazy fan stormed
my dog, that's my dog, that's my dog.
The ring and tried to confront the rapper. Blueface, clearly still wired with adrenaline, quickly reacted and punched the kid in the face as security tried to hold him back.
Blueface, all $100 bills, all $100 bills.
Escorted out of the
yeah,
ring,
hater proof.
Chaos seems to follow Blue.
You see, Blueface is hater-proof. I mean, he's Scarface, not Blueface. This nigga done stepped in there fucking with Blueface. He don't know, nigga, how many bouncers Blueface done knocked out. Nigga, you don't know. He just seen him knock a professional fighter out, and now he gonna jump in there talking shit. Nigga, what? Beat him to the lions.
Everywhere, even into the ring.
Blueface, $100 bills. Beat him to the lions.
Of a professional boxing match.
Hey,
Blueface
Rocky.
is no stranger to controversy.
Hey,
But this most recent fight at Skinny's Lounge with the bouncer may have more serious consequences than some.
Tell Nike we doing promos for the new Nike edition. Blueface, nigga. Blueface Nike edition. Now you like my size 13.
Some of his other antics. The bouncers
Wake your
beat him
ass up, nigga.
pretty badly.
I'm just trying to make sure you're 21. Check your ID. Nigga, is you 21 yet? Get your ass up.
And the police have surveillance footage showing
Get
the rapper
your ass
participating
up.
in the attack. Blueface doesn't have a crazy criminal record, which may work in his favor. But the attack seems unprovoked,
There
so
you
he'll
go,
have a hard
nigga.
time
Like-
explaining his actions to a judge. It's not clear at this time whether any formal charges have been filed. But since the incident has been all over the news and social media,
Tell Nike
it's only a
the
matter of time
Blueface
before they bring him in.
Nigga, they even hung that nigga up, hanging him by his legs like he was Vanilla Ice. Did you see that? Look at him. They got him by his legs like he Vanilla Ice and shit, nigga. Okay, nigga. He got to be over 21. I think they were trying to shake him down for his ID, y'all. He asking everybody else for their ID. He should have a little bit more tact and class than that. And then none of this wouldn't have happened. And he just he don't even speak no English either. I ain't fucking with Pablo, but man, Pablo, you can shit, nigga. You gotta use common sense. I don't give a damn if you don't speak English. I bet you won't talk to your people like that.
Judge. It's not clear at this time whether any formal charges have been filed. But since the incident has been all over the
Look at him,
news
he
and
got
social
his
media,
ass hanging his ass up, but they lucky he ain't have a building to hang his ass off. Look at him, he got hanging up by his legs, like Vanilla Ice, kicking his ass in the head with a size 13, doing a Nike commercial, y'all. How you like me now? How you like me now? Say hello to my little friend, my size 13, nigga.
it's only a matter of time before they bring him in or the bouncer files a
Captain
lawsuit.
Crunch.
Stay tuned for more updates.
Look, wake up, nigga, wake up. Nigga, you sure you're 21? I'm just checking. If you're 21, wake your ass up. You sure you're 21? If you're 21, wake your ass up, motherfucker.
If you thought this video was crazy,
Told
be
your
sure to
ass.
check out our channel for more. From Lil Reese, the Grim Reaper of Chicago, to Lil
No,
have a hard time
that's
explaining
my
his actions
dog.
to a
That's
judge.
my
It's
dog.
not clear at this time whether any formal charges have
Say
been
it with
filed.
me, class.
Since
Say
the
it with me,
incident has been all
class.
over the news and social media, it's only a matter of time before
Say
they
it
bring
with
him
me,
in
class.
or the bouncer files a lawsuit. Stay tuned for more updates.
Say it with me, class.
In this case,
You got knocked off. Fuck out.
if you thought this video was crazy, be sure to check out our channel for more.
Say it with me,
From
class.
Lil Reese, the Grim Reaper of Chicago, to Lil Baby, Trap Star to Rap Star. We cover
You
the most
got
insane
knocked
stories
off.
that you need to hear.
Fuck out.
Well, that's all for today. Please smash
Security
that like button
needs
if you enjoyed this
security now.
video. Comment below what you want to see
So,
next.
fuck, who gonna
Don't
protect
forget to
security?
subscribe to our
Warning, this video